Morning, everybody. Welcome. Great show, great turnout this morning. Thanks for coming. First of all, thanks to Mark and his staff for doing this for us every year. Carla's not here this morning, but she's always sends her goodies for us as well. We've got a few announcements to make, and I'm going to be a lucky one to make the big announcement this morning. Most people don't know of. Let me recognize some of the other board members are here. Scott, Jim, Lisa, who else? Lonnie, sorry. We've got a great guest speaker this morning. I'm excited to hear what she has to say. But let me go through some of these chamber events that we have coming up.
Can everybody hear?
Can you hear me? Okay. Tonight we have a ribbon cutting and mixer over at Anna and Lucille's Boutique, which is on Swordfish at the building where Grapevine is in, which looks in great shape. It's really fixed up that building. That's at 5:30 tonight. The candidate forum is coming up here on the 15th at the Convention Center. Lisa's one of our candidates this time around. Good luck, Lisa. January 16th, which is next Tuesday, is our Chamber Island Showcase. We've got over 60 chamber members signed up for their showcase there. It's a free event showcasing all the chamber businesses that we have on the island, and they'll offer all their wares and their services up there. That's at 5:30 on Tuesday. You're going to get one drink coupon and a raffle ticket. There's going to be a bunch of prizes. Free admission again. On Thursday the 25th, we have a mixer at Local Del Mar, which is always fun because they do the bagpipes and stuff at sunset, which is really cool. You can get over there. The big announcement for the SPI Chamber of Commerce is that we're moving into a new building this month. We're getting away from the multimodal building. We've acquired a building that used to be Ramona, I can never hear last. Cantera, her law office is there. We've acquired that building finally. We're going to have a nice sign there. We're going to have a much central location.
Right in the city.
On the Potters Boulevard and everything. So that's exciting. That's been going on for a couple months, but now we're going to be going in there on the 22nd is moving day.
26th.
And 26th will be open.
No, that's moving day.
That's moving days. I thought it was 26th. We'll be open on the 29th in there. Okay. February 9th coming up, we're going to have our job fair at the Convention Center. Gearing up for spring break in the summer. Always looking for those workers. And one more, Tuesday, February 13th at 5:30, we're going to walk the block and we're going to visit all the chamber member galleries at 2500 Padre there by Amberjack, which we've got a lot of chamber members there, artists and stuff in there. So. All right, that's all our events coming up. I'm excited to have Becky Ramirez here this morning. She's the CEO of Make-A-Wish RGV. She was raised in McAllen. She attended Our Lady of Sorrows School. Sorrows. Graduated in 1992. Received her bachelor's degree at Texas A&M. Master's of Science in Social Work from UT Pan American. Before being named CEO of Make-A-Wish RGV in July of 21, she ran a clinic for the uninsured for 14 years. Wow. Ensuring all those in need had medical and counseling care. Becky also serves as an adjunct professor at the School of Social Work at UT RGV, where she loves teaching ways to improve the lives of others in our community. Of course, she made a wish. Just going right down the line right here. Welcome, Becky.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Thank you so much for having me here. I really appreciate it. This is the first coffee conversation that we've been a part of, and I'm so glad that we're here. So hopefully we can meet you all and to network with you all. I have also with me Erica de la Cruz Candelaria, who is our Director of Wishes. She's been with Make-A-Wish for 18 years. And so if you have any questions about any of the wishes that have ever happened, she might know the answer to them. I have been with Make-A-Wish for just over 2 years, and during that time I've had the great opportunity to see over 100 wishes being granted, which is wonderful. More than that, I would think, in 2 years. For those of you all who don't know, Make-A-Wish grants life-changing wishes to children with critical illnesses. Our chapter is a Rio Grande Valley chapter. We are one of 58 chapters in the United States, and then we also have more than 30 international chapters around the world. Our chapter, the Rio Grande Valley chapter, focuses on Cameron, Hidalgo, Willacy, Brooks, Starr, and Kennedy counties. So we have a big area. Since we were founded in 1998, we've granted 1,578 wishes, which is great. Our fiscal year is September 1st through August 31st. So in this fiscal year, right now, the 2024 fiscal year, we have already granted 26 wishes, which is great. Last month in December, we granted 12. So if anybody called our office during that time, and if we looked a little frazzled, we were, because we were doing holiday events and we were also granting a lot of wishes, which is wonderful and great. Wishes are granted to children ages 2.5 to just under 18 who have a critical illness. And it's important to note critical illness because it used to be terminal illness, and that's how we were started. In 1980, a little boy in Phoenix, Chris Gracious, was 7 years old, and he was diagnosed with leukemia. And his dream and his wish was to become a police officer. And his mom and his mom's best friends, who were in the police, the DPS, knew that he wasn't going to have that opportunity. So the whole community rallied around Chris, and they made him a police officer for a day. They gave him a uniform. They let him ride in the car. They took him up in a helicopter, which we don't do anymore. They let him go up in the helicopter. I think he was even along for a traffic ticket. And his wish was granted April 29th, and we celebrate that day every year. Just 5 days later, Chris passed away from his illness. But his wish came true. And so his family, his mom, and her friends rallied around them and said, what can we do for more kids? As we saw hope, and we saw joy, and we saw this excitement that we hadn't seen in so long. So when a child has a critical illness, it's taken from them. Their childhood is taken, and their illness takes over. So they decided they wanted to do this for more kids and make more kids' wishes come true. So Bobsy, a few years later, had his wish granted. He wanted to be a fireman, and he wanted to go to Disney World, which we only do one wish now, but he got both of those wishes. And that's what began really our great partnership with Walt Disney World. If y'all see most of the kids, they love Disney World. That's our biggest wish. But Disneyland got rallied behind it and said, what? This little boy can choose anywhere, they can do anything, and they want to come see Mickey Mouse? Amazing. So that started our great partnership with them. Since Chris's wish in 1980 until now, over 550,000 wishes have been granted worldwide to children with critical illnesses, which is wonderful. So when a child can request a wish, they can wish for 5 different kinds of wishes. The first one is I wish to be, of course, like Chris wishes to be a fireman. I wish to go to Walt Disney World. I wish to go to South Padre Island, because a lot of kids wish to come to South Padre Island. We granted last year 8 wishes to South Padre Island, and so around the world, people want to come here, country. People want to come to South Padre Island. They want to take surf lessons. They love it. They want to go see the turtles. They want to go to the pirate ship. It's a lot of fun. So wish to be, wish to go, I wish to have. I wish to have a shopping spree. We just granted a little girl's wish out of Rio Hondo who wanted a greenhouse. It was our first greenhouse wish. It was wonderful and so much fun. So I wish to have, and I wish to meet. Dwayne Johnson is our big meet person right now. I have not met him. Erica has not met him. If any of our kids want to meet him, we will be chaperones. Very happy to do that. That would be great. But we did have a wish to meet this year. We had a little girl who went to go meet Carol G, which was a wonderful, wonderful wish for her. And a wish that a lot of children are doing now, not in our chapter, however, hopefully soon, is I wish to give. And a lot of kids have the means to grant, their family have the means to grant their wish to do things that they would have the opportunity to do with a wish. And so they use their opportunity to have a wish to give to others. A lot of children have done soup kitchens. One little boy during COVID did his wish to give, and he made little baskets for all of the nurses in the hospital that took care of him during that time, because he knew that they couldn't go home. It was during COVID, so he made little baskets for all of them. So we have those 5 wishes. This is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity for children and their families. We know that we get to grant these wishes for the children, and we see the joy in their faces, and we see the excitement, and when we talk to them, we get to hear their dreams, and talk about what it's going to be like to meet princesses, what it's going to be like to go to Jurassic Park rides, and all this kind of stuff. But also, it's so wonderful for their families, and we're child-focused, but we also look at how it affects the families. We had a wonderful text message from one of our parents just recently, and just try to not get emotional, because it's very difficult for me not to be emotional about it, but the mom said, thank you so much. Just seeing my daughter light up, seeing this wish come true for her was something that I couldn't imagine, and she was so grateful and so thankful. And when they, a lot of parents say that when they leave and they're on the flight, or when they see their child get the new bike or get the playground, it's just seeing their child be a kid again that they haven't been able to do, and they haven't been able to see. So it's a joy, it's a little bit of reprieve for these parents that every single day faces illness with their child. And it's a wonderful opportunity also for the community to see this, to see how the innocence of a child can just bring happiness to anybody that it touches. So I truly believe, and I think everybody, obviously anybody who's been a part of the wish, believe that the wish is a huge part of a child's treatment plan while they're going through their treatment. Their doctors work with us, really, really work with Erica's team. I say Erica's team, there's one other person. So we have a very small staff. But we work with our staff to really make wishes come true for these children and make the best wish possible. When a child has a wish that, for example, cannot be achieved, if they can't fly because of their medical condition, if they can't have a playground in the backyard because of their medical condition, which is very seldom that happens, but there are some times that their illness doesn't allow them to have their wish. The doctor and their families and our team helps them reimagine the wish. It makes them special and wonderful and unique for them. So it's a great, great and wonderful experience. A little bit about our staff. We are a team of 5. We have 3 full-time employees, myself, Erica, and Norma, who's our finance and operations coordinator. And we have a part-time wish coordinator, and we have a part-time development coordinator. Hopefully we'll have a development coordinator full-time in the near future, but I just don't know. When we're going to get to the interview process and all that stuff, that just takes time. Because as we are working and getting out in the community and planning our galas and planning our events and doing everything, the most important thing is our wishes. So we want to make sure that we grant all the wishes we can. Right now on our wish pipeline waiting list, we have 89 children, which is a lot. We hope to grant 81 wishes this year, and we've already granted 26. I said 26 earlier. I was going to say 23. We've already granted 26, so we're going to grant 81, and we know that our summer is the biggest time because a lot of them travel school. They get to travel. But for the ones that who have medical conditions like the bone marrow transplants or medical holds, we know that we want to keep encouraging them to look forward to their wish, to let us know if their wish changes. We try to keep in touch with them all the time. Last year we granted 78 wishes. Pre-COVID, we granted about 90, so we're almost up to pre-COVID times. We're very, very fortunate to have a great community. We're very, very fortunate to have great supporters. And we're fortunate to be able to come out and talk about our mission and about our vision and about the families and lives that we're able to touch. So thank you guys very, very much. I'm very open to having questions and having an open conversation if anybody has them. Yes, sir.
How do you do your fundraising?
Thank you. Great question. So when our chapter only covers these counties, these 6 counties, and those are the only wishes that we grant. We will only grant and serve here in the Valley. That means we also can only fundraise here in the Valley. Every dollar that's raised here goes to our kids. We do not have the large foundations that other cities do. We do have some local foundations, but we are primarily funded by individual fundraisers, or individual donations, fundraisers, grants, and corporate sponsorships. So we have a major gala every year. It is in March, this year, March very, very fortunate. We have a event, small event in Brownsville, and we hope to have an event here some point in the next year. Without our partners, we would not be able to grant our wishes. That's just reality. We have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful group of folks that we call Builders for Hope, and they have been so active. They help us with any construction projects we have. So if people can't donate funds, if they can't donate monthly, if they can't donate for a gala, we ask them to give us some sort of in-kind support if they can. And we have people in the building industry who will help us go with our construction projects, and help us with painting, and help us with redoing rooms if we can. And right now we just redid a little boy's bathroom which needed to be handicap accessible, and so we have the buildings above help out. We have another bedroom that's being redone and they need to take off the popcorn and paint. So there's different ways that people can help as well. But fundraisers, individual donations, monthly donors, $20 a month can go so far. Yes?
When you do a trip to South Padre Island, you have 8 of them. Are those overnight stays or are they just a 24-hour trip out here?
No, great question. And Erica's telling me there's 6 nights. They stay here for 6 nights.
Fantastic.
It's
Yeah.
wonderful. So it's not just an overnight. It's a pure vacation. And when a child, and Erica can probably speak a little bit better to this, but when a child is going out of town to South Padre Island or to Hawaii, we do have some kids, of course, that want to go to Hawaii, they get a list of itinerary list of what they can do, and they let us know what they want their priorities to be. The majority of folks who come, we give them 1 free day so they're able to play on the beach, and then they have activities almost every day.
I'll say shark fishing is a great thing to do.
Yeah. We had a little boy, Dustin, who his wish was to go swimming with the sharks, and we're like, well,
Yeah, well,
we're not going to do that, but let's reimagine this. Yes, sir.
How do you identify and select your recipients?
Any child who is ages 2.5 to under 18 with a critical illness qualifies for a wish.
I mean, how do you locate them, or how do they locate
Okay,
you?
great. So a child can be referred to us by their physician, a family member who knows about their medical condition themselves. They can refer themselves, or another medical provider if they have a home health person that they know about their condition. So when a child is referred to us, they're asked to fill an online application form, an online referral form, and then our national team will review their medical diagnosis. If they need more information, then they'll reach out to the doctor. There are some conditions that we need a little bit more information on. Like if a child has epilepsy, for example. Epilepsy is not a critical condition, but they may have other things attached to the epilepsy that may be considered a critical condition. So after they go through the medical review, then they're sent to our office, and then we start the in-house process, to where we call them or send an email, we call them, they fill out forms, and then the child and their families come to our office, or we can do Zoom or Teams. Hopefully we'll go to them again one day, and we do the interview. Erica usually interviews the families, the parents, and then the child is interviewed. The child is one of our #1 volunteers of all time. He's walking through the door. But then we interview the child and their family. The child's interview, we separate the children because we really want to talk about, we haven't really seen the parents, so it's scary. But we talk about what they're like. So we really want to know what their dreams are, and we want their opinions on life. If they say they want to go to Disney World because they like Han Solo, and in the room you hear mom saying, oh no, they really like Mickey Mouse. Like, well, we want to know what they like the most. So we really try to get the children's, the child's dreams and wishes. Sometimes the first interview, we don't find out what they want and what they love, and sometimes it takes 2 or 3 interviews. But yeah, that's how it's done. We do have some children that are nonverbal, and in that case, then we interview the parents, and we have them on screen, or we have the child with us, but we usually talk to the parents and find out. What other questions do you have for me, or for Erica? Because Erica is 18 years. Well, thank you all very, very much. If you all want to know, this is Mr. George, our favorite volunteer.
You can see Make-A-Wish cap, the star, everybody asks what the star is. For Make-A-Wish I wish and hope you all will join in because we can use more volunteers all the time. It's very important. Becky, Erica, everybody in the office are wonderful. They give their time. My favorite thing when it's a graduation is working with the kids because it's fun. Sometimes it's kind of hard because they won't communicate. So you have to show pictures of Mickey, Minnie, and stuff. And to be able to do that, it's wonderful. I shouldn't take more time because it's been show. I'm glad I'm here, and I hope at least 99% of y'all come and help because the needles won't stay, come together and get back to where you want to belong. God bless everybody.
Thank you so much, Becky. Thank you.
Oh, there's
One more question.
I do have one question. You had said that in the case of someone, a child wanting to come to the island, that you have a list of things that they can do to choose from. Is there room on that list for more? And how would our local businesses get on that list?
Great, absolutely, and that was one of the things we talked about. We talked about yesterday, convention, and I forgot. Please let us know, let Erica know, let Andrea, as our wish coordinator know. We would love to offer more to the families that we know. We would love to say, if you want to have some shopping experience, here's some more restaurants. We have a list of restaurants, we have a list of activities. We would love to have more. We want the families to come here to have the full experience. We grew up here, we love it. We know this is where we are family vacations, this is where our family to have homes. We know it, we intimately love it. And we want the families to come here to know it and to intimately love it too. So if anybody has any thoughts, any recommendations, what kids can do, please send us. We have our cards, our contact information is on your table. Let us know because we want them to get the full experience. Thank you. And I did, I did mention, you asked how we were funded, but also how we do our wishes. Real quick, we do have, like I said, a staff of 3 full-time and 2 part-time, but we really do rely on our volunteers. It is very hard. We have a wonderful board of directors. We have 21 board members that are active and great. Yes, that was a long whistle. I know, there's a lot of cooks in the kitchen, but reality is we have a large area and we have to be represented in all of our different areas. And I've never seen a board work so cohesively and work so much for the mission, which is great. I mean, we can all rally around helping children. And our board members help fundraise, our board members help advocate, and our board members also help interview the children when they need to, and they're part of the mission. One of the best things is interviewing the children, finding out what their lives are, interviewing their families, finding out what it is that we can do to help. And then seeing the wish come to fruition, whether it's going to the airport and seeing them going off. And sometimes it's early and they look very tired, but the little child is so excited. You can see the joy and excitement in their eyes. Seeing the greenhouse, which was amazing. We did a wish where we revealed the little girl's trip to Disney on the floor of the UT RGV University of Texas Longhorns basketball game. So we try to do the things in the community to let people know that wishes are here and local. People here make a wish and they think, oh, it's out there. We have our local kids that are being served. And it's so important to keep that in people's minds, that our local kids are being served locally, that we are here to help our kids with critical illnesses, and we want to make their wishes and their dreams come true. So if you're interested in volunteering, interviewing our kids, just being part of Make-A-Wish, or just letting people know, you might have a child who could be referred to Make-A-Wish, just keep us in the back of your mind, because we're always here.
I can say, being a chamber member and a business owner, that this community would be all out. We need to get an email out to our chamber members and stuff. Myself, I'd love to provide vacation rental condos, whatever. I know Shane is very big with the fishing futures. Lisa's with Murphy's with the dolphin launches and the fish for your kind words. I think he needs to be on the payroll.
It's from the heart.
Yes, sir.
That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
And I admire these two ladies for what they do. The board, as Becky said, is wonderful. They come together, they work together, and it's awesome. And as Becky said earlier, to see the joy of the kids. I mean, you see a kid getting a slide or this or that, and you try to do the same thing they do, and sometimes at your young age as myself, you can't go on the slide as much as you want to. That happened years ago. I tried to go on the slide and I scared I was going to get stuck. We have many people that donate things, and with more help, more people, because it's a shame. It's hard on a lot of these families down here in the other homes where they have maybe 4 kids, and they have to take care of the one, and the 3 kind of feel bad. So it's important to try to help. And when you see them doing a shopping spree, it's wonderful. What else would you like? They point, and you see the gleam on their eyes, and just the gleam, joy you can get and give and everything is incredible. And I understood if there's any donations or something, they can give me my phone number, I can give you my phone number, and it's a good excuse to come out to the beach. Whatever, take it to the Make-A-Wish.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Thank you all.
Any other questions, comments, anything? Anybody?
I'd like to make a comment. I can really see the passion that you have for your job. And that's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, you know, she's got people there for 18 years, and volunteers like this, it's a great organization. Thank you so much for